In this particular section of the lesson, we're going to be looking at how to use the ruler. Now the ruler is located above the objects. You can see there is a ruler. So I'm going to click on that, and then when you click on that, just like any other object you put on the board, there's a ruler, an X, Y route. It goes in the X direction and the Y direction. And if you looked at your extension lesson, you will see what X and Y actually is. So what this ruler allows us to do is it gives us the physical measurements of the object anyway. Whatever object you select, you will see that it has its own physical size, of course. But also, if you look along the bottom here, it tells you how far away from this axis you are. In this case, 68.00, and how far up you are, 69.00, and that's all in millimeters. Everything is in millimeters, as I'll tell you. Supposing we wanted it exactly 10 millimeters away from the bottom of this ruler, we simply click on the number and then type in 10 if that's your number, and that'll move it 10 millimeters away from the ruler. If you can see the ruler, you only use it from different angles. And we could do the same for all of them. Maybe we want that one 10 as well. Click on that number, 10. And as you see with the align tool, we can also use the align tool to line them all up. So I can highlight them all, press L for align, and then bring them all to the front like that. And then we can move them as a group as well, say 15. So there's a couple of things you can do there. But supposing we wanted these, an exact gap between these objects. So they're aligned at the front. From here, you see they're aligned here, but we want a certain gap between them. So how would you do that? Well, let's say I wanted 10 millimeters gap from them. So what we do is we look at the first one. The first one is 20 wide, so that means we need 10 gap between the right hand face and the left hand face of this. So it's already 20. We want to add 10 to make that 30. So if we click on the object here, it's been a bit slow today, and now we're looking at the bottom part of the ruler. We can type in 30 because that's 20, the size of the object, plus the distance we want. And now it's moved it, and if we look there, there is actually a 10 millimeter gap between the two. So suppose we wanted another 10 millimeter gap there. Well, we have 20 plus the 10 gap. It doesn't look like a 10 actually to me. Plus another 20. Can't click on it. We want another 10 on that, so it's 20 plus 10 plus 20 is 50. So we need to add another 10 to that to make that 60. So we're going to click on that, type in 60. And that then gives us a 10 millimeter gap. Now the middle one doesn't look quite right to me. But it's 30. Oh, hang about, that's because, I do apologise, it's because what I need to do is take into account that measurement there. So just put that to 0. Now make that 30, so that's 20 plus 10 is 30, which is okay, and that's obviously done as well. So yes, that was slightly out, but as you can see now there is an exact gap between them, exactly 10 millimeters, as you saw. So that is how you can use the ruler. In the next video, in the next section, we'll be looking at snap grid and moving objects around with precision.